Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Jackass Retro and my name is Matt. It is Sunday, getting on towards the evening, and that means it is time for our twice a week What Sold video on what postcards sold. We do this twice a week now, first half of the week and second half of the week. So this is going to cover Thursday midday-ish until today, which is Sunday midday-ish. And in that time, we sold 45 cards, all on eBay, for $465. That's a little better than $10 per card, which is a great average. Want to ask everybody, if you could please do me a favor. If it's your first time here and you like this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button, bell notification, so you know when I put out a new video or go live. I do go live pretty much every single morning, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday, sometimes on Sunday night. We do a live shipping show where I ship out my eBay orders and talk about all the things not postcards that I ship. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it and see what sold this week. So, and away we go. All right. First up, not super spectacular. It's okay, I guess. This one is the Moat Mountain in the Red Eagle Pond in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. It's a nice chrome postcard. I like the fiery colors here, and I think that maybe sort of what made it appealing. The reflection of the mountain into the lake as well, sort of that symmetry from top to bottom is kind of interesting. Not super valuable. This one only sold for a couple of bucks, but and it took a little while to sell too. So this one sold for actually $1.66 plus shipping. So we started off with a absolute banger. Moving on, we got nice linen postcard. This one and the next card both went to the same customer. They bought two for a total of $8. This one here is Lindsay Military Institute in Wheeling, West Virginia, unposted linen postcard. And the next one they bought was a airplane view of the Florida Military Academy in St. Petersburg. Again, unposted. I like the sort of blocky coloring on this one. The greens and reds really look kind of cool. Sort of, that artificial, it looks like they took a photograph and then painted over it. So I think it's pretty cool. So $8 between the two plus shipping. And yeah, definitely happy with that. We've got public high school buildings in Brookville, Pennsylvania. This is one where I was a little torn. I couldn't really find anything super similar to it. I could find postcards of one or the other, but as you can see here, they're connected by a tunnel a skyway between the two buildings, which, I didn't see represented really in many other postcards. So I thought it was pretty interesting. I went higher than either of these two went for. So I went $11.96 was what it sold for. I think I had it up for $14.95, and I sent out a 15% offers. I think how that one shook down. So $11.96 plus shipping, and yeah, definitely a good one. The Cisco Bridge was a good friend of mine. This one is Canada on the Canadian National and Canadian Pacific Railways. So we've got two different bridges here. This is the Fraser River in Sitka, Alaska. It's a real photo postcard. I think just very cool looking, objectively speaking, in its contrast. I like the look of a lot of these old, sort of high contrast, old photo postcards. Unposted. Byron Harmon. You probably, if you've sold Canadian postcards, you are well familiar with Byron Harmon, who is a publisher of largely real photo postcards out of Canada. So this one here sold for $5.95 plus shipping. And it stayed here in the States. Didn't go overseas or Canada, anything like that. Get a nice chrome postcard of Butte, Montana. Street view with some cool classic cars, people walking down the street. We got a lot of signs. The Duggan Merrill Mortuary over here, and the grocery store, courthouse to the left. So yeah, a lot going on in this, a lot of detail, a lot of stuff for people to look at. This is the kind of stuff I like to see in Chrome postcards. These sort of Chrome street views with kind of a little bit of everything: pedestrians, cool cars, signs, mortuaries. $6.95 plus shipping. It's Christmas time, y'all, so get your Christmas postcards listed. Here's just a sort of nice winter scene in a stick frame window, bunches of holly, gilt edge, all things you probably want to say, and of course it's embossed. So this one's been up for a little bit, but it did sell for $5.95 plus shipping. Nice view of Ketchikan, Alaska, from the water, the Ryus Drug Company in Ketchikan. You know, I found when I was comping this out, I saw a few others out there, and I went just $1 less than the lowest one listed. So that's what it sold for, $5.95 plus shipping. Here we've got a view of the Periwig Mountains from I'm going to try this, Pemigewasset, or from the east bank of the Pemigewasset River. My mistake. Undivided back, unused, unposted postcard. Completely blank. This one here sold for $8. I got an offer. It was up for $14.95. Somebody offered $8. I took it, and off it goes. This came from the collection I purchased from Just in Time Flipping over in Boston. He sent me some cards. I paid him some money, and that's how I acquired this one. Here we've got the Sacred Garden in the Mission San Juan Capistrano. Now, this is definitely like a very, very common subject on a card. This one, though, with the ruffled edges makes it a little bit unique. And it's unposted. So, you know, I went my bottom end, what I list postcards for, kind of on a just list everything mentality, right? So just put it out there, $2 plus shipping. It's better than no dollars. And it's, once I comp it, honestly, it takes about as much time for me to list it as it does to not list it. So put this out for $2 plus ship, and that's what it sold for. Here we have I really like this one. This is Lake Louise in Alberta, Canada. Another really cool sort of high contrast, almost sepia coloring to it, but not quite. This one came from the collection locally that I purchased from a local collector. Basically all of the cards that he decided he doesn't want to collect anymore. This one sold for $6.95 plus shipping. It's going back to Canada. And I think just a really cool postcard. This place looks neat. I'd like to go see it. We've got Delaware Avenue, street view in Buffalo, New York, with a little Model T off here to the left, and then a horse and cart back further out. So you kind of have this representation of the change in eras. And, street views are great. They sell quite often. Got it dated here. We've got the stamp on the back. I'm not going to try to read this right now, but this one was, I put it up for $6.95 plus shipping. I accidentally forgot to unclick make offer. Somebody offered me $5, and I'm like, sure. So I sold it for $5 plus shipping. Little York Lake. Oh, let's try that again. Little York Lake showing Mount Tobin in Cortland, New York, or near Cortland, New York. The color of this water is awesome. Sometimes it's just the color of this field right here, this huge like aquamarine. There's no way the color. This is the color of the water, but it's pretty here. $5.95 plus $1 shipping. Obviously, white border era. I think just great. So happy with that. Here's we went from the Delaware Avenue in Buffalo to just greetings from Delaware. These map view postcards always do well. This one, being from Delaware to boot also probably helped it along. It is unposted. Not a super rare card by any means, but it's part of a series right here, the 50 States Subjects Luster Chrome postcard. So somebody who was trying to complete a set or, just like maps of Delaware, who knows? This one here sold for $2.95 plus shipping. Here again, we've got that really big field of this interesting, much lighter tone. This one looks very painted. I love that, again, symmetrical sort of line horizontally across where we see up top the subject and down below the reflection. Humphreys Lake in Salisbury, Maryland. This is from the collection of Mr. Herbert Love. And, how is it? Everything at Brookville now. We are having a fine weather and business is pretty good as the strawberry season is now on. From Mrs. Forney. M.J. Forney. I'm guessing that's Mary Jane Forney. I don't know. But yeah, Salisbury, Maryland. Very nice, objectively pretty card. Sold for $5.95 plus shipping. Here's the Avenue Theater in Du Bois, Pennsylvania. Again, from the collection of Mr. Herbert Love. Probably a local publisher, published by the Johnston Book Company. Really nice sort of view of the building. $19.95 plus shipping. Now, the next two I took offers on. They went to the same customer. This first one is original art postcard. This is painted on here. It's a little hard to see, but this is an original painting. I really, really like this. Up closer, you can actually see sort of the pile of the paint on the card. It's really neat to look at. I don't remember how I acquired these. I believe these came from the lot of Goodwill auction cards that I purchased earlier this year. They haven't been in the store for a terribly long time, maybe 6 months or so. But this one I took an offer on, and they also submitted an offer on the next one for at the same time. So this one they sent me an offer for $20, and I accepted. And this one I got an offer for $31. It was up at I believe $49.95 or somewhere thereabouts. But because this is Mount Fuji, my price was priced a little bit higher. Mount Fuji, in terms of Japan postcards, I have found to be a very popular subject. This one, very cool. You can see maybe a little bit better some of the piling of the paint here, where it reflected a little bit more. But for this one and the other card, $51 plus first class shipping. Pleased as punch about that for these two cards. Just awesome. Okay, so we're going to move on to another bulk order. The next 5 cards all went to the same same customer. They're all pretty much the same subject as well. I know the price on the first 2, but not the last 3. So these first 2 each sold for $10 a piece. I took offers on them. So we have a scene in a grapefruit orchard in California and some fruit drying in California as well. Now, this is a repeat customer. You may remember a couple of videos back. Again, a group or multi-card purchase with agricultural California themes. This customer's bought the same subject from me multiple times. So here we have the scene in a grapefruit orchard, California. We have fruit drying in California. The sort of white border on the end. This is unposted. So each of these sold for $10. And then the total on the next 3 was let's see here, $21.85 for the next 3. So they were probably like I probably had sent out offers on a couple of them, $6.95, $7.95, somewhere in there. So we have Gathering Olives in California. We have the people with the olives there. Very cool. We've got these 2 children out in a field, completely feral, no parents whatsoever, anywhere to be seen. Who is letting these children just run free in a big field of flowers? It was a different time. How would you like to be in these fields, Aunt Beatrice? Yeah, Carnation Field. Look at that. All right, and then finally, oh my God, it's the children of the corn. Cornfield, corn stalks. That child is definitely going to go murder somebody. I know it. Either that or he's a Field of Dreams ghost. Either way, I don't trust him. If you build it, he will come. $21. All right, moving on. This is cool. I like these a lot. I've had a few of these. A few of these were in the Herbert Love collection, as was this one, Brookville, Pennsylvania. This is for the thing that I like about these is you can see here down at the bottom, it says for hand coloring. So these were like coloring book cards of sort. This one's a little unique, the leap year thing with the old maid looking thing. You know how much I love this kind of content, but it was a different time. Sold for $6.95. I have a feeling I underpriced it a tad. I might have been able to get more out of it since it's a leap year. Not a lot of them made. Couldn't find a comp on it. Probably should have gone a little bit higher, but still, you know what? I'm about 10 cents each on this collection of cards. About 10 cents a card is my cost. So I'm very happy with the $6.95 that this sold for. Super cool. This one came from a collection from Gravity Goods, another YouTuber. Had some cards that wasn't really feeling like listing, so I took them off his hands. Very cool. I have never seen another image of the statue anywhere. Honestly, I didn't know it existed. This is the President Hoover Library statue of Isis with, obviously it looks like probably a bronze statue left to the elements with all the sort of discoloration that happens along with that. Gave it a really cool, like green, could be a copper statue even with that color of green that it is. I just think it looks neat. There's the whole thing. Sold for $2.95 plus shipping. Hey, Merry Christmas. Bunch of kids with a sled. Girl's got a muff. Kids got some presents. Going out to Buckmore. Never got sent. Nice postcard, though. This one actually came from the collection I picked up recently in Denver. About 100 cards. Paid about $1 a card. Got $6.95 plus shipping for this one. Now, this one's really neat. This is from 1949. It's a chrome postcard. It's commemorative of all the popes by the artist Gigli. Look up Gigli. Very well-known artist. I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's very cool. All the popes up until 1950. Early chrome. So I would put this in the category probably of artist signed or even religious. Sold for $12 plus shipping. Here we've got the Carson City, Nevada, the Virginia and Truckee train. Obviously on display since these railroad tracks go nowhere. But still, planes, trains, and automobiles, folks, like I always say. Very cool. This one here sold for $5.95 plus shipping. Here we've got the stone bridge over Los Gatos Creek in California. Concrete bridge, rather. I believe this is Berkeley area, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly. But unposted, Ed Mitchell, unused. This one here sold for $3.95 plus $1 shipping. Going to the same customer, San Francisco Bridge, obviously, the Golden Gate Bridge, aerial view. This one came from, I don't remember, but two cards going to the same customer. This one here is $3.95, also plus shipping. Here we go, multi-view of Moclips, Washington. My neck of the woods, the Trade Winds Lodge. I don't know if this place still exists. I feel like it might, but I'm not sure. I like this big, giant piece of driftwood or whatever out front. Look at this lodge lounge back here. Super 70s, 60s retro TV. Super neat. 206. This is probably maybe 70s, early 80s with the, since there's the zip code, and it's plastic chrome. Look at that. Shout out Mark. This one here went for $4.95 plus shipping. Here we have the Central Square in Lynn, Massachusetts. Tons of these out there. I just went on price for this one. It was $2.95. Sent out an offer. Sold for $2.36 plus shipping. Unposted, divided back. Somebody only charged $0.25 for this at some point. So hey, I did pretty good. I think this came from the just-in-time flipping lot as well. Bathing Beach in Venice, California. Nice view of the shore. Again, that sort of aquamarine blue color they like in postcards. Yeah, not bad at all. This one here also sold for $4.95. Here is where you really live. In foggy Frisco, you only exist. Best wishes to all. FS. Wow. Burn on San Francisco. From Venice Beach. Man, I hope that San Francisco came back to that, because, man, I got a few things I could say about Venice Beach. Not too flattering. Moving on. Here we've got Las Vegas, Nevada, just outside the Valley of Fire. State Park. Nice chrome postcard, very red. Wonder why they call it the Valley of Fire. This one here sold for $2.95 plus shipping. Got a classic sort of alligator drop in anytime in Florida. Big old open mouth alligator. They use this postcard basically forever. Back to, I think, Undivided Back, I've seen it. And so, yeah, it's an alligator with a big open mouth and who'da thunk it, a double entendre about falling in to a giant alligator's mouth. If that's not nightmare fuel, I don't know what is. $4.95 plus shipping. Going out to the same customer, I believe. No, different customer. Rustic Bridge in Palm Canyon, Balboa Park, San Diego, California. Unposted. This one I listed pretty recently. Pretty happy with that. $1.95 plus shipping. Not huge money, but all good. Here we have I'm a little surprised this one took a while to sell. Probably because I had it priced pretty high. This is a real photo postcard, Sedgeford Hall, portrait of Pocahontas and her son by Thomas Rolfes. Of her son, not by Thomas Rolfes. It is her son. Anyways, you get it. scanning thing with the back of the real photo is always fun. But yeah, they're very nice. $28 plus shipping. Couldn't be happier with that. Took about a year to sell. Here we've got Beauvoir, Soldier's Home. Nice sort of faux wood frame postcard. It is a rotograph. I always try to mention that. Out of Biloxi, Mississippi. This one went out. The list price was $35.95. The customer who purchased this one and 4 more for a total of around $70. They did get 15% off that using a coupon I have in the store. So I can't give you exact numbers, but know that the average on the next 4 is roughly around $9 per card. Some a little more, some a little bit less. So this one was 36 plus shipping. And then the next ones are another Confederate monument in Baltimore, Maryland. Posted in 1905. Undivided back. We have another linen postcard in Corinth, Mississippi with the Confederate monument out front. Picking up on a theme here, folks. Here we have, oh, look, Gustave Beauregard, Confederate general from Louisiana. And then finally, the Ohio Monument. This is a Civil War monument in Georgia, Ohio. The Andersonville National Park in Georgia, commemorating Ohio. There's multiple monuments in this park. So this is the Ohio Monument. Okay. So this card, this card, this card, and this card all sold for $34.82 minus 15%. So like roughly $9 a card. Ta-da! Next, we have the State Hospital in Warren, Pennsylvania. Undivided back PCK series postcard 1909 from the collection of Mr. Herbert A. Love. Hospitals. I say it all the time. Like, list your hospitals because they sell. Nice aerial view of the Fort Nisqually reproduction in Point Defiant State Park here, my neck of the woods, not too far, just a bridge drive away. Tacoma, Washington. Nice unposted postcard. This is put out by the probably Washington Chamber of Commerce. So this one here sold for $5.36 plus shipping. And we are on to our last card. Can you believe it? Here we have Indianapolis, Indiana. Street view of with the Claypool Hotel. We've got a lot of signs here, right? Here's the Claypool Hotel. Lots of signs. I mean, we got TWA, we got Coca-Cola, we got AAA, we got Lincoln, we got all these cars, we got all these buildings, we got a street view. Like, man, you can almost you can't necessarily fit it all into your subject line. It's just not going to happen. There's too much stuff to choose from here. I just try to narrow this down a little bit. Got the Coke sign, got the Claypool Hotel, AAA, bunch of cars. I thought it did okay. $3.55 plus shipping. They bought it on sale. It was a 10% off sale I'm running currently. So if you want to 10% off your postcards, come to Jackass Retro's eBay store. Hooray! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Thank you all so much for watching this. That's it for this one. We will be back on Thursday. Hey, if you've got questions about postcards, how to list, how to ship, might I invite you to our morning live shows. We have a number of postcard sellers who are in there. Everyone's happy to answer questions. Really kind of a great chance to get some back and forth with people instead of just leaving a comment and hoping they respond. And we'll see you next week. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side.